Surely each of us has had those moments when you sit in the evening, tired, and suddenly the thoughts come over you. From tomorrow, I will change everything, start exercising, give up useless pastime, take care of myself. We promise ourselves to change our lives, but in the morning comes the usual routine, the rush to work, household chores, and in the end, all these grandiose plans remain unrealized. How many times have you said to yourself, I'll start on Monday? And how many times has that Monday actually come in your life? Today, I invite you to think how to move from words to action. How do you stop talking and start putting your plans into action? There are many opportunities in our lives, but most of them slip away because we spend too much time thinking. Stop talking, it's time to take action. The fact is that when we discuss our plans with friends, share our dreams, the brain considers it a completed task. It gets a dose of dopamine, the pleasure hormone, and we lose any real motivation to change anything. We have all been in this situation. You talk to a friend about your plan to change your life. You talk enthusiastically about how you're going to change everything around you. And in return you hear, you've said that 100 times already, nothing has changed. And this is where you get frustrated and discouraged. Instead of support, there's doubt. Instead of motivation, there's insecurity. Words lose their power if they are not backed up by action. Every rejection, every doubt of others can become an obstacle if you are not prepared to stand your ground. Meeting reality is always painful when you realize that words alone are not enough. And this is where you need a new approach. Stop thinking, start acting. I once heard a phrase that changed my approach. If you have an idea that really fires you up, start implementing it right away. No more pondering for hours. No more looking for the perfect moment. In reality, perfect timing doesn't exist. You'll never be fully ready. Start now. In the process, you will find the answers to all your questions. Every new project, every new goal is a step into the unknown. You never know what the result will be, and that's what scares most people. But only by starting to act can you make a difference. I remember when I started my YouTube channel. It was scary. There was so much competition everywhere, such professional videos, and I felt like a beginner. But it is important not to compare yourself with others. It is important to realize that every successful person has also been in your position. Once you take the first step, reality can hit harder than expected. You put in the time, effort, and the results don't come right away. Many people quit at this stage, but this is where perseverance is important. Remember how many times you have faced disappointment when you expected one thing and got something else. Life is organized in such a way that success comes only to those who are willing to keep going despite failures. The whole secret is to keep going. Even if the results seem insignificant, they still lead you to your goal. Ask yourself this question: what can you do today to get one step closer to your dream? Small steps may seem insignificant, but they add up to a big result. Imagine what you'll be a year from now if you do something for your dream every day. After all, only those who keep going really succeed. This stage is the most difficult. The valley of despair is the point where you've put in a lot of effort and the results seem negligible. This is where 99% of people give up. But those who get through it stay on the winning side. It's important to keep going even when things seem to be going wrong. This is the moment when your character and willpower is formed. If you can handle it, you can handle anything. When you keep going despite the difficulties, you'll notice that you start to see the first results. They may not be anything huge, but they are what will give you the motivation to keep going. It may be a small step, but it means you're on your way to your dream. Small victories are the very building blocks that make a big success. Don't be afraid of failure. They're inevitable. The main thing is not to stop and draw conclusions. Every failure is a lesson, and if you can take something useful out of it, it will become your point of growth. Successful people learn from mistakes and only become stronger. When you keep moving forward despite difficulties, you start to feel an inner change. You become more confident, stronger, and this is reflected in all areas of life. You realize that you're ready for any challenges because you have already gone through them and emerged victorious. Once you pass this path, you come back to reality, but with new knowledge and experience. You realize that everything is possible if you are ready to act and don't stop. This experience becomes your elixir, something you can use to achieve any goal.